Hi everyone, Colleen here. I wanted to share a little basket. I was looking on Pinterest this morning and there were just heaps and heaps of these cute little baskets. Aren't they gorgeous? Each one was made slightly differently, but I really like the size of this one. It's got 12 little mini Cadbury eggs in it, which I think is quite a good amount. And yes, I have eaten some, I'll be honest. But anyway, let's get on with making it. So it's a really simple little one. This paper here is the cardstock I've used is Pixie, and the paper is the Something Fierce, and I've put it onto both sides. What we're going to be using today is the Carolina, with which is a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. The strip for the handle measures 1/2 inch by 8 1/2 inches. The 4 little squares measure 1 1/2 by 1 1/2, and I've cut 4 to go onto the front of the box. It is really simple. I've just got some scrap here to stamp out the rabbit head from here with these little ears, and use the thin cut to match, which comes from the extra special. Yes, it does, because I've put the thing in back to front. What a noodle. There it is, extra special. And also the bunny trail. I'll be using this one here out of that one. So it's a really easy little box. I will be using glue dots again today, because they will give you a bit more security and hold it together better, as opposed to the tape runner, which will eventually over time pop off. So anyway, so here we go. So we're going to be using our scoreboard, and we're going to score this at 1 3/4 inches on all 4 sides. There were many different sizes in this box, but this was the one I actually liked the best, and I've forgotten the lady's name. I'll find it and put it up on my blog for you to go and have a look at hers. And then we're just going to burnish and fold all the score lines. Now, if you like, you could have the light side in or out. That's purely up to you. But I've obviously chosen the dark side this time. So what we're going to do now is just cut up. Now we're cutting up these two and these two to make these little, they form these side panels here. So that's what we'll be doing. So we're just going to, I'll turn it over so we can see. So I'm just going to cut up on the inside so that the ridgy bit of the score is on the inside. So that'll be on the inside of the box. Just like that. So there it is there. Turn it round, cut up the other way. The other side, I should say. There we go. So they're all done. Now I'll flip it over so you can see. I didn't wedge or notch anything. I've just cut it. So you've got your 3 separate sides there and 3 here. These are all one piece. This becomes the bottom and the end pieces of the little box, the little basket. Now we're just going to add our Something Fierce paper. Oh, and my hair's caught in it. Oh dear. There we go. Right, so we're just going to put those onto the 4 cut ends. There's certainly no autumn's on its way. It's very windy and blustery outside today. There we go. So that's done. Now I'm going to take my glue dots. Now I'm using today the what size are they? 1/8 of an inch, but you could use any size you like. I'm just taking these ones. Now I'm going to place. This is where it gets a bit tricky. I'm placing one here and one here. So when you look, they're on this side, on the back. Because when that forms in to form the piece, it'll sit like so. So now I'm going to add 2 here. Can't pick it up. 1, 2. So that's on the outside of the box, and then I'm going to go to this end and put 2 on the inside. Oh, and I didn't do that one very well. So there we are. So now I have 2 on the middle panel facing on the right side, and 2 and 4 on the wrong side on the back of these squares. So you can see that. So that's how it looks. So there's 2 and 2 and 2 on this side. So then I'll do the other side and then I'll show you how to put it together, because it'll be easier. So 2, 2, 1, 2, and then turn this around and put 2 on this side. 1, 2. Right, move that out of the way. So what we're going to do now is take these 2 here and just match up the points so they'll sit together. And then I'm going to take the handle, because before I tried to slide it down the inside, but I think this is going to be easier. So take the handle, add 2 glue dots to the base on the right side. Slide it in and then bring it up so it's just inside there. So it sits like that. So it sits like that on the inside. And then bring the back up and press it down. So now the handle is encased inside the box. So we'll do the same thing again. So it's on to the right side of the handle. Now we'll push that one out the way and we'll line these 2 up so it's lining up the points. Bring this down and then line it up towards the bottom and the top so it sits like so, and then fold up the back. There's your box done. I mean, how simple and easy is that? I really loved it when I found it. I mean, if you wanted to, you can actually expand this out so that this point and the point underneath overlock, so you've got a wider section here for a bigger egg. But I really like this size here. And then we'll nick the eggs out of this one. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 little eggs in it. And on this one I've done the Easter egg and the Happy Easter, but for this one I'm going to do the bunny head. So we'll just stamp that out. So I'll lay that on there, and I'm just going to take some black ink. Because I'm not colouring in, I can just use standard black ink. And stamp him down. And then I'm going to add on to that the pixie for the inside of the middle of the ears. So you just line them up and stamp them down, and there's the middle of his ears. And then I just take the big shot and just cut out around him, and then we have a little bunny. Oh! So I'm just going to take some glue dots and put onto the back of him. So I want them on the back of the ears and 2 on his head, and then that will sit just there like that. And then I'll take the greeting, which I stamped, in Carolina ink. I always like to call it Carolina Blue after a movie I watched, but that's not what it's called. So I did that, and then I hand cut it out so that I could have this. And then I'm going to take my 3D foam dots and place those onto the back. And place that onto the front of the box like so. And there we have a nice little table piece for Easter. And I love Easter nearly as much as I love Christmas. So there we are. So that's the easy little basket to make with the 12 little eggs in it. I hope you like this little project. Till next time, keep on creating and bye for now.